Hello, everyone. I'm Chen Qiang from Huawei. It's my great pleasure to share with you some of the work our team have done in the BigTop community for adapting openEuler OS. The topic I have like to share with you is Apache BigTop on openEuler. Made introducing Apache BigTop Euler OS and the openEuler community and the Big Data SIG supporting openEuler on BigTop. The agenda of today is about like this. First, about Apache BigTop. Second, about openEuler OS and openEuler community. Third, support openEuler on BigTop. Fourth, BigTop deploys Hadoop on openEuler. The last one, support openEuler topics. Okay, first, let me introduce the Apache BigTop. BigTop started as Apache Incredible project in 2011. After graduate and enter Apache Top Level project in 2012 years. BigTop is a Apache Foundation project for infrastructure engineers and data scientists looking for components, packaging, testing, and configuration of the leading open source big data components. It provides the main features. First, packaging. BigTop packages Hadoop RPMs and W's so that you can manage and maintain your Hadoop class. Second, virtualization. BigTop provides Docker recepts and raw image from the database Hadoop from zero. Second is it provides deployment. You can deploy the class in your application. And four, BigTop provides an integrated smoke testing framework, assigns a suite of over 14 test fields. And BigTop includes tools and a framework for testing at various levels for both initial deployments as well as upgrade scenarios for the entire data platform, not just individual components. Okay, let me see the latest version. BigTop is 3.2. The stack including the following components as the share seal, including the main components of Hadoop ecosystem. And the new version may modify some components have been upgraded, like Hadoop, Spark, Flink, HBase, and so on. And the news supported distro Fedora 36 and Ubuntu 22 and 0.4. You can get more information for BigTop website. And BigTop support many operating systems currently including Debian, Ubuntu, CentOS, and Fedora, SUSE, and so on. And the new BigTop version born has been discussed. The serial number is BigTop 3909. openEuler support is one of the topics under discussion, and the topic is also the comment of my speech today. BigTop on openEuler OS. Okay, what is openEuler OS? openEuler is an innovation open source OS platform built on kernel innovation and a solid cloud base to cover all scenarios. Very device support for mainstream computing agriculture, including ARM and x86, and RISC, and NPU, GPU, and DPU, and so on, including several services and cloud computing, edge computing, and embedded. All scenario applications include its support for mainstream applications include information technology, communication technology, and operational technology. About 10,000 mainstream applications can be covered, like cloud native, big data, CDN, and MEC, and so on. And more development tool chains will be provided. You can build the and deployment tooling tools. It takes porting and tuning your application easy, and all serious application development SDK will be provided too, including multi-agriculture application, companion ancestor SDK, and so on. Welcome to use openEuler OS in your own application. Okay, we want to introduce openEuler community. As a maintainer of the openEuler Big Data SIG, the openEuler community is organized based on the special interest groups to better manage and improve the work process. SIGs are open to everyone. We have 99 SIG, which focus on the different fields, like as kernel, AI, application, big data, desktop, SIG, and so on. And more contributors and partners join the openEuler community, like Intel Corps, SUSE, and Linaro, and Huawei. Our big data is one of the SIG in openEuler community. It maintains about the 14 big data components, like as Hadoop, Spark, HBase, Hive, Kafka, and so on. Our version is construct and improve the big data ecology under the openEuler community. Create an active big data community platform. Enrich and improve the function and performance of big data components. Welcome, join the big data SIG. Okay, some partners want to use BigTop, so we do some work for support it. In order to support openEuler on BigTop, we have done the related work. We component compile and smoke test about 23 components. In the using environment is openEuler 22.3. The agriculture about include ARM and x86. The BigTop version is 3.2. And as shown on the right sheet, the openEuler OS has different versions of software package that BigTop depends on. They are maintained by different SIGs in the openEuler community. The 4 steps we take it to support openEuler on BigTop. First, create the openEuler Docker for Puppet and Snails. Second, modify the components code for support openEuler. And third, compile all components on openEuler, and fourth, smoke test all components. Okay, next I will describe each step in detail. Step 1. Create openEuler Docker. We modify the BigTop built-in files to add openEuler 22.3 OS version, like this code shows. We create the openEuler Docker by using the docker build command, which can get the openEuler OS version from the openEuler OS website. You can try it. Okay, like this, the picture shows create a puppet and sniffs Docker for openEuler 22.3 successfully. This work have worked imagine ID like this. Okay. Step 2. We modify code for support openEuler. About 3 steps we have done. First, OS agriculture adaptation include Docker file and toolchain will be modified, and lead package will be changed, such as Red Hat RPM config to openEuler RPM config, and the version of the Python from 2 to 3. And the base libs and components file will be modified too. Like the Lux components, it has libgni fusion 3 need be components brilliant for ARM. It defaults to the x86 agriculture. The Embryo components will modify the Python's version too, and more than 400 files and 10,000 lines of the code will be modified. And the Hadoop's Node.js update version for support Python 3. Okay, this picture shows the details the modify. First is about Hadoop. We using openEuler RPM config instead of Red Hat RPM config, and using 3.8 upgraded to 6. For Python 3, and GPDB we should make support the Python 3, and Lux we compile the libgni fusion 3 for the ARM agriculture. Step 3. We compile component on BigTop on Euler. After modify the code and config file, we using the compile command. Like this, we use Hadoop for example. It works in Docker environment. Like this, Docker run, and we configure worker dir using the Docker we created for openEuler 22.3. If the picture shows the Hadoop compile successfully, it took 35 minutes, and it have the RPM packages. And the next picture shows we installed it successfully too in ARM environment. It takes about several seconds. Okay, step 4. We should smoke test on Ola steps for example. First, we should modify the Docker config file to support HDF's components. Like this, we should take the Docker's image and make the distro openEuler and components about HDFS run and MapReduce, and enable local repo. We're using the local repo for smoke test, and smoke test components we're using the HDFS. And the next we use the command for create Docker instance to run the smoke test. Third, we execute the smoke test command for HDFS, and we will get the result like this picture. The picture shows smoke test successfully. It takes about 9 minutes. Okay, we deploy Hadoop on openEuler. The picture shows deploys Hadoop successfully. It took about 9 minutes to deploy it. And we can using the GPS command to check it. The processes of the Hadoop are running normally. Okay, the next, in order to support the adaptation of openEuler, we had some discussion with the community, and we create many topics in openEuler. The main topics is this: BigTop 3875, and have many subtopics involved discussing and code modifying of different components. Our target is to merge the openEuler version into the BigTop and maintain it for a long time. If you are interested, welcome to join it. Okay, thank you.